The kids got given advent calendars, which, have you guys ever had chocolate advent calendars?
Nope.
No, so this is very exciting, and Amos is not sure what to think. Oh, you're going to choose your banana, because you know what that is.
Here.
That's funny.
Usually if you put something
It's
in...
fun. Just leave it for him. Every year for the last few years, I found a tea advent calendar. This one's just a President's Choice one.
2 years ago was the last time we did that.
Did we not have one last year? I bought them a few times. David's tea one we did not like. One time I bought a herbal one that I found at the pharmacy, and it was a bunch of dirt tasting tea. And another time we got a David's tea one, and it was awful. Like, some of them had like little sugar candies in the loose leaf tea. We don't like David's tea. Most of it gives us a stomach ache. Whatever the even the ones that don't have the sugar things in them have weird things that give us a stomach ache. Sometimes when it's cold and one of my hands starts to freeze up, I milk one-handed and then I put the other hand in the cow's armpit. And this really nicely thaws out a hand. I'll just do it for a minute and then I'll swap hands. Nice, beautiful bucket of milk this morning. You ready for your treats, Jessa? Rowan has been out here. She so desperately wanted to come in outside, but I told her she could only stay out for a bit. I'll come in with you, okay? Just give me a minute. I started taking my glasses off because you can't do this with glasses on, and I could see good enough. As you can tell, I don't have a voice. Good morning, cows. So yeah, we're on the mend, but still feeling a little rough. It's minus 15 Celsius, minus 16 Celsius, so close to 0 Fahrenheit, 5 Fahrenheit, something like that. Rowan so desperately wanted to come outside, so I got her all dressed up. I knew she wasn't going to last a long time, but it's okay. Hamish is taking care of the goats, and we're going to go deal with milk, and we have a lot of milk to deal with. I think I need to make cheese this morning. I have not filled up to it in like 10 days. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a while. There's a lot of milk to deal with. Chickens have had a lot of skim milk already. It just is what it is when everybody's sick. The snow is so crunchy. It's good to get Rowan outside though, get her some fresh air. It's been very cold out. She hasn't been outside for days between sickness and being minus 20 and windy. We just don't bring the little kids outside when it's like that. Oh, is it tied on there? Let me help you out. This is a hard one-handed job. There we go. Rowan had a wool suit underneath of her snowsuit. So she was nice and cozy. You were nice and cozy. There's a lot of milk to deal with, friends. I've been skimming a pile of cream. This big jar is all full of cream. It has to warm up so I can make butter. From cold, it doesn't churn so well. So Mac is washing lots of dishes. There's a lot of dishes always. And I have one pot of Gouda going. And the other one is Parmesan, which is made from skim milk, whereas the Gouda is made from mostly whole milk. I do always skim off the thickest cream on the top because it doesn't incorporate into the cheese well, and you just lose that cream in the way, and I don't want to lose cream in the way. Now I've added the culture and the rennet to both pots, and they're going to sit for half an hour for the curds to firm up. Mac took some of the cream and made ice cream. Raw eggs, raw sugar, vanilla, delicious. Hamish is making a big pile of chocolate milk. He was begging to do so, so we got a big gallon going there. Now the Parmesan gets cut with a whisk because we want little small curds because it's going to be a harder cheese, whereas the Gouda I just kind of cut by running my open fingers through, like an open hand through. You can do it with a knife, but I actually really love cutting with my hands. It just works so well, and you can really feel what ones are cut properly, and the ones in the bottom here took a bit of extra effort to get them cut. So I'm making 2 at one time, which takes a bit of mental energy, but I think I got it. Would you like some ice cream? Where's your bowl? So this is the Gouda pot, and you can tell the curds are much bigger than the Parmesan pot. This is my first stir, so I'm still checking for ones that didn't get cut quite right. These will get handled a lot more gently because we want, like, if you think about Gouda versus Parmesan, Gouda is a softer cheese, a slicing cheese versus Parmesan. And the Parmesan here, you can see the curds are much, well, this is only the first stir, but they're going to get smaller, and you just got to trust my process here that this is going to become Parmesan. And we've decided that 5 cows is too many for our space. So we made some hard decisions, and we are only keeping the cows that are A2, that Amos can drink the milk. So Jessa is A2, Clover is not A2. But we have a beautiful plan in place for Clover, and I'm really excited because it means we'll get to see her all the time as well.
Rowan, Freya, don't you think it should be called red finch?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like purple.
It looks like pink.
Oh.
That felt. Ooh.
Beamish?
I feel like.
Righty.
I've been working behind the scenes on a venison for dinner planner. This is going to be available next week. I'm so excited, friends. It's called Our Homemade Life, and it's all about planning and keeping track of your homemade intentional life. And it's very customizable. We live in a very dry climate, and a great way that's not only free, but it saves you money to increase the moisture in your house is just to dry a load of laundry every day or so in your house. It really makes a big difference. And again, guess what, friends? More dishes, because there's a lot of dishes in this house. While we were sick, there wasn't many because nobody was making any food. But Mac is making massive hamburger buns. I think we're going to have to adjust those a bit smaller. And I think he doesn't realize how big these are going to become once they've risen and baked. What do you do?
Advent calendars.
Not till after chores.
After chores. A few hours. In the evening we do.
Are you making buns, Rowan? What are we having for dinner?
Burgers.
That's a nice bun.
Can we cook it?
It's got to be flattened for burger bun.
No, I mean.
We're having moose burgers.
Not the normal bun.
When we're done this, I'm gonna go out into the miserable cold.
Why?
Afternoon chores.
Not yet.
Water the cows, milk out the cow.
Right.